Welcome to my couch. The couch has pretty much been my home base since I've been home from getting my open myomectomy procedure. Today is day 5. It's been 5 days since I've had my procedure done, and I just kind of wanted to share a little bit about my recovery experience. I am not a doctor. This is just what I have been, experiencing. So I had my surgery on a Wednesday morning, went to my room to recover. A few hours later, my doctor came in and talked to me and said, my surgery went great. I was doing great. I could actually go home that very same day. I was like, wow, should I go home? I might be more comfortable. But I did push to stay in the hospital for that one night because it was my first surgery. I didn't know how I was going to feel in a few hours. Overnight, when the pain meds wore off, the real pain medicine wore off. While I was in the hospital, the nurses had me get up, walk around the hospital every couple hours. I probably walked around the hallways 3 times just to get me up and moving, make sure I could stand up, because again, I had the open procedure, so I do have the bikini cut, so they had to make sure I could get out of the bed and be able to walk around. The next morning, they told me I could leave once I had breakfast. One thing I was not expecting when I left was how difficult it was going to be to get in the wheelchair. Getting in the wheelchair and pushing yourself back in it hurt so badly. Got home, came to my spot on the couch, and I've kind of just been trying to take it easy. Been watching a lot of Netflix, doing a lot of FaceTimes, because again, we have the coronavirus going on right now, so you can't visit people. So I've been doing a lot of FaceTime. Talking with my friends and family has really been helping, because you kind of just feel isolated. You can't really move around a lot, and when I do move around, I'm really slow. That was the thing. I didn't realize how weak I would be. You don't realize how difficult it's going to be to just, prop yourself up and get off the couch or get out of a chair, because you have the incision and you move a weird way and it hurts, and it's just really difficult. First day I was really home, my throat was super scratchy, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's from the tube they put down your throat during the procedure. So I've been drinking a lot of tea and honey to help that out. Along with drinking that, I've been drinking tons of water, tons of ginger ale, and tons of sparkling water to just, stay hydrated. I've been walking a good amount here, but I've been kind of hunched over. I can't fully stand up straight because of the incision. Hi. I can make it up the stairs, but I have to go really, really slow. And she's not helping. Hi, Betty. They said I could take a shower the next day, but they said no baths. They said don't submerge the incision in water. And they said make sure you pat it dry once you get out of the shower. Don't rub it because you don't want to irritate the incision. As for medicine, the pain, I have not been in a ton of serious pain. I'd say the first few days I was more sore than any sharp pains. My body was sore and just achy after the procedure. But I've been pretty religious about my medicine. They told me to get Motrin, and then I do have a prescription. So I've been alternating these every 4 to 5 hours. I have a little notepad next to the couch. So I write down what I take, and then I set the alarm on my phone for the next dose. Because that was one thing I was told, is don't let too much time go by. They said you could be feeling great, then that pain will set in, and then it's gonna be really hard to manage the pain levels. And another thing that was really shocking to me was actually seeing the fibroid. After I woke up from the anesthesia and I was in the recovery room, I remember asking the nurse or whoever was back there with me, I was like, was there only one? Do I still have my uterus? I kept asking her all these questions because I've seen stories about when they get the procedure done, their doctor goes in there and finds several. But the woman who was back there with me said, yes, there was only one fibroid and I still had my uterus, everything was fine. But she said my doctor did take pictures, which I asked her to. So I was like, okay, I can't wait to see this. When I saw it, I was shocked. I had no idea it was going to be that big or just look like that. I've had 3 different ultrasounds for it, And all the different doctors told me it was about 7 centimeters, which I showed in a previous video is the size of, a compact, like a matte compact that I had. It's so crazy that that was growing in me for so many years and I had no idea. Today is day 11. My hair is looking pretty crazy, but the past few days haven't been awful. Sleep has still been pretty difficult. I can't get comfortable because I still can't lay on my side. Another thing that I've been having is, I feel good in the morning, I'll get up and do stuff, and then I'll pay for it later because I don't get super sore and have to lay down again. So like yesterday we cleaned our house. I didn't do a ton of cleaning. I just wiped the counters and, swept the floor, but I think the turning and doing all that stuff kind of irritated me a little bit. So that was not the brightest idea, but I've just been looking for things to kind of keep me busy while I can't do a ton. I had some friends send me coloring books, so I've been coloring those. I've watched a lot of Netflix, and I figured can't drink wine right now, so might as well do my Crest white strips, as you can see. Another thing that I dealt with was, just feeling super down. I saw tons of people's videos, read a lot of people's stories, and they talked about it taking a mental toll on you, like getting the surgery and going through all that. Like I said, I had 2 days where I was just really bummed out, and I don't know why. I guess just all the emotions just hit you. So I ate a lot of popsicles, a lot of cookies my grandma sent me. Probably not the best thing to do, but made me feel better, at least temporarily. The big question is, what do you wear after surgery? Well, one of my best friends told me to buy some nightgowns because you don't want anything touching your incision. So I went on Amazon, fancy, bought several nightgowns to wear. But during the day when I want to feel normal, like I got dressed, I have been wearing sweatpants pulled all the way up because my incision is right here and I can't have anything touching it, and then big t-shirts. Just getting to my post-op appointment now. It has been 2 weeks since my surgery. I just left my post-op appointment with my doctor. It has been 2 weeks today again. She checked out my incision, said it's healing really well. The glue on top of it, she said I can start peeling that off as it starts to come off more. She also said they sent the fibroid to pathology just to get tested, make sure it was nothing bad. Everything came back negative. It was just a fibroid, so really happy about that because most of the time they are benign, but they do check just in case. She said I can slowly get back into working out, little things. She said don't go from 0 to 100% because that's not good for you. She said do little things, but nothing core for 6 weeks. She said feeling pretty good. Yesterday was the first day I really left the house. I went driving around my neighborhood just to make sure I could drive my car because I haven't really left the house in these 2 weeks, but drove my car just fine. Wanted to make sure I could get to my appointment today okay. Every day, like I said, I'm feeling better and I'm just really glad I finally got this done.